Dark Origins is a collection of 4 of the stories in the Arkham Horror novellas. Why not join us for a closer look? Released in 2021 apparently, Dark Origins from Aconite Publishing is a paperback collection reprinting the story elements from 4 of the hardback novellas originally printed by Fantasy Flight Games. Specifically, Hour of the Huntress, The Dirge of Reason, Ire of the Void, and The Deep Gate, which is handy as these things are no longer in print. Let's give you a quick tour starting on the outside. These have the same footprint as the other Arkanite novels, which is a standard paperback size, or yay big if you've never seen a book before. It is much thicker, however, as it clocks in at 512 pages, making it about 3.5 centimeters wide. There is a full-colour waxed cover that should stand up to a quick spill or light handling. If you suffer from sweaty palms, then maybe see a doctor or turn the heating down. We would test it out, but they only sent us 1 copy, so we don't even have one to give away in a competition. There are no frills when it comes to production. The paper quality is as inexpensive as they can get away with, and there is no sign of the lovely French flap as found on the main range of Arkham novels, unfortunately. The cover is very thin, which does mean it is easy to open up and will lay flat if you are prepared to bend the spine. The inside cover is also economically blank. The first text is the generic introduction to the Arkham Files universe you see in their other titles. Then a list of all the other Fantasy Flight and other properties that they have mined for books, before you get to the title page that gives you the running order of the books, which is the order in which they were published. And note how it says Volume 1, more on that later. Next is your standard legal blurb and the page numbers for each book before a blank page and the title page for book 1. Clearly with paper stock this cheap they have pages to burn, as they didn't even sneak in another advert. Alright, who are you and what have you done with the real Asmodee? At the end of the first book there are the author's thanks before it goes straight into the next one. The text is about average size for a mass market paperback, but the page numbers and header text are tiny for some reason. Maybe people found them distracting. After the 4th and final book there is a double page of author bios with links to their social media. If you want to know more about the authors, you can always check out our videos on the original hardbacks. Finally, we come to the adverts, which is very comforting as it wouldn't be an Asmodee product without those. As this is a 2021 release, Unfathomable is the product of the month. Check out our numerous videos on that game. There is the advert for Book 2, which is currently slated for a May 2022 release and contains the final 3 volumes in the set. None of these stories are linked and you don't need to read all of them or any of them in a particular order. Over the page is an advert for the first 5 full-length Arkham Horror novels from Aconite and 2 more coming in the future. Before one final checklist of all their titles to date, including Legend of the 5 Rings, Pandemic, Zombicide, and so on. And hey look, they've even ticked off the Dark Origins one, which technically means you've started collecting and have no choice but to catch them all. That's it for this book, although the sharp-eared amongst you will have spotted we were careful to say this reprints just the story elements, as there were 2 additional components to the original novellas. Firstly, they had this beautiful full-colour section of immersive in-character documents that accompanied the story. It would be sad to think that these have been lost forever, although with FFG's penchant for recycling their art, we may see them in a future product like the Road to Innsmouth for example. Finally, the hardback novellas contain promo cards, alternate art investigator cards, and brand new signatures often debuting before their investigator was officially released with their normal signature cards. Fear not viewers, you don't need to go hunting on eBay as the promos from all 7 novellas are available in a special print-on-demand pack available from the Game Center. Well, let's hope they're back in stock by the time you watch this. We would hate for you to miss out on the opportunity to pay huge postage fees after all. Right then, that should tell you everything you need to know about this product. If you have any more questions, then